Hey, it's Mr. Todd. I'm doing something a little different today. I've got myself a little selfie stick that I made out of a cylinder and a camera and a image block, and just some kind of carrying it around with me. I'm sorry, I don't want to make you get dizzy, but that way I can move around and show you some of the stuff that this new world that I made has in it, and you can get a pretty good uh, yeah, you can get a good look at the whole thing and kind of see what I'm doing here. First off, I'm going to show you how to build, how I build puppets bit by bit in the world. All right, so we'll start with this thing right here. It says build a head, all but jaw and pupils. So we're going to come around here, and I'm going to set this down over here so you can kind of see what I'm up to. First, we're using a shroom cloner that that God made for the Thursday Jam not too long ago. And basically, I have complete control about uh, the height and the width of each of these things by the sliders. And every time I want to get a new instance, I press the randomize. And also, Leonardo made this color select thing that actually selects what color it's going to be. So the next color I'm going to do is I'm going to do this color. Don't know what that color is because I'm colorblind. I assume that's a red. We're just going to call it red. So then one thing one of the tweaks that I did was um, once you get um, the shape you want to start like your head with, or yeah, your head with everything but the jaw and the pupils, then you clone the parts. And I decided to put two parts at once because, as you can probably imagine, you're probably going to use more than a few to build your head with. Now, I know this kind of looks like a jaw, and yeah, but the things can be moved around. Things can be moved around as much as you want, right? You can move things around and you can make it bigger and smaller. Remember, the way you make it bigger and smaller is hold it with your grip button. And as you're holding it, press the thumbstick and it gets bigger or smaller. So that way you can get the shapes you were looking for with sort of the overall shape with it, and then start working with it. Now, I'm going to add another couple of things on here using the shroom cloner. Yep, that's what I wanted. I want something that was a little bit smaller like that. And this will be the ears. Remember, I'm building a head. And the only thing that's going to be left to do is put like a nose and eyes, and I'm going to be done for now. Eyeballs, nose and eye. That's how I'm going to start. So that's so far. That's what I'm going to do. All right, let's do another random thing. Oh, we're going to be the nose, right? Yeah, nose. Ooh, that's a good one. Let's do that. And once again, made two of them. So this will be the nose. And then I'm going to make this one be kind of the body. All right. That looks already pretty cool. All right. Last one. I'm going to make eyeballs. So we got to make it white. And then I'm going to make the height a little lower. And then I'm going to randomize it. Flatter. Yep, like that. That's what I want. Okay, then I get two of those. And then bring them over. Wow, that's big, isn't it? Okay, so remember, we're trying to build something that doesn't have a jaw and it doesn't have pupils. So pretty much that's it. All that stuff can be moved around and it will be moved around. But right now, these are the non-moving parts of my puppet. And I did that all with this one instance of the shroom cloner. Now I did another version of it that the same sort of setup, only this time it has a jolt connected to it that has a little movement already in it, built in. This is a jaw movement. Now remember, we used the same, so we're using the same setup. I'm going to make this red. And I'm going to probably make it a little bit medium tall. Let's try to see what that does for a good. Ooh, you know what? Ooh, that'd be kind of a cool one. Let's try. Yeah, that's a pretty. Yeah, getting kind of indecisive here. Not huge and flat. No. Okay, we'll just go with that. So that is my jaw. So once I get that figured out, hit my clone puppet parts. Boop. And of course, I've got two jaws now. One could be an actual jaw, and this one is I could do something else with. I'm not sure what. But I bring it over to my puppet, and I'll line it up to where his jaw would be. All right. Don't worry about where. Don't worry about where to line it up necessarily. Just get it so it sort of looks like that. And actually, I like it just the way it is now. But I guess we could put this back here, or make it be more of a chin. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Makes them a little more girthy. And then we can move this up a little bit more. Yeah, that's good. Now, like I said, this particular part, I already, this part, I don't know what to do with this thing. Could it be a forehead? But it's still moving, right? So maybe it's a forehead. Let's take a look. Okay, too many things to carry. Camera, you go there. And maybe forehead for you? I like that. Yep, that's it. That's super sick. Okay, so you just line it up. Again, we're not trying to be perfectionist here. We're just kind of making a proof of concept. Oops, move that eye too much. But if I can move eyes down, it might be kind of cool. Gets a little crazy in here with everybody kind of, all the things kind of occupying the same space. Okay, maybe there we go. I'm going to do that. Move you down a little bit. Move that. Move that. Ooh, that looks good. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to do for now is I'm going to come over here where it says add pupils. That is a sharp pupil right there. I'm going to make it be a little less sharp. Black is definitely what I want the pupil to look like. Ooh, there it is. That's the one I'm looking for. So then I clone those. And then one of the things I can do is select, too much, too big. Select tool, small. Let's try that again. Select tool. Yeah, take both of those pupils and bring them over to our puppet. Okay. And then, so you guys can see what's happening, I'm going to put them where you'd normally see pupils go. Let's try to make them a little smaller though. Okay. Oh, it's kind of sneaky. Okay. Just a little bit more this way. Again, not perfect, but it's giving you an idea of what to do. You might be like going, okay, well, wait a second. How are these things moving anyway? Well, over here, because of those jolts that come with the shapes themselves, you can actually control them. That's what this control movement area it means. Control movement, you have your jaw and you have your pupils. Now, I'll show you. You can look in the distance what's happening when I pull up my jaw. Yeah, hello there. And it copies the movement I just did. Hello? Is anybody there? And then the pupils do the same thing, but this is how the pupils go. Oops. Notice that they're really, they can go all the way off the head. So you got to be really careful where you're doing it. All right. So that's the move. Okay. So that made a loop out of those two things. Now, I'm going to come up here. One thing that I feel like is missing for now is there are a lot of these little items that you can see really, really clearly. And maybe you don't want that there. Maybe you want them gone. So I made a little thing that's a couple of blocks all grouped together in a thing that I should call like the invisible or makes it invisible. So what you have to do is you got to be in edit mode. Well, maybe not. Yeah, no, never mind. You don't need to be in edit mode, but you do need to make sure these are ungrouped. So that means when I go up to the group and I hold my my menu, my radial menu button, and then I go up and over to ungroup. Now, if I want this invisible and not be showing up with everything else, what I need to do is I go boop, boop, and now it's invisible. And I got to do the same thing with every one of the things I want to make invisible. So when I come over here, first thing I do is open, ungroup. Okay, invisible. There we go. Now, we got these back here we probably want invisible as well. So let's bring this back here. I'll show you. Same thing. Open, ungroup. Now, let's try that one back here too. Open, ungroup. And then we're just going to bring the invisibler and come over here. And there you go. And there you have it. They're all invisible. So now you just have your puppet as is. Okay? Now, if you want to group the whole thing and move it, here's what you need to do. A little on the trickier side. So I want him to go over to where the other puppets, I'm going to make like a big choir and they're all going to be singing together. So what I want is I want to take all these pieces, including the hidden pieces, and group them together in one giant group. So I'm going to go to edit mode. There's not a whole lot of stuff here, but I'm going to take my select tool, select every piece. And don't forget anything. Sometimes it's not, in that different color, you didn't select it. And then when you're done, it's all selected. Then you pick one thing to put your wand on and group it. And there you have it. Now, is my new puppet. Hello there. How's it going? And now we're going to take him over. Let's see here. How are we going to do this? Great. I'm going to take him over here. Where are you taking me? Over here. Don't worry. You're going to come over there, stand by your friend. Why does your friend have all those things that need to be erased, I wonder? Maybe I forgot to do that. No? Okay. One thing we didn't do is add a little flare. So I'm going to pick something to give him some flair. This is my add hair and outfit situation. So let's go back to play mode. Let's get something that's interesting. Ooh, there we go. Oopsie, I forgot. That is the. Oh, I lost that guy. Ooh, that makes me sad. It'll come back. That's pretty good actually. And then you clone it. Then we got to bring it over to him. I bet you he'll be happy. Here's your hair, buddy.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Yeah, you don't like it?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Well, there you go. You got to learn to love things that you're given sometimes.
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay. So that's what the Puppet Mill is all about. That's at least version one. If you got any ideas as to how to make things a little easier, or you want to show me what you made with this world, man, by all means, I'd love to see what you made up because it's going to be a really cool, big old puppet convention once we get it all together. All right, see you later.